Hi friends, welcome back. We're doing another word problem today, so make sure you're all set. I've got my notebook, make sure you've got something to write on, something to write with, and we'll get started today. So today I'm wearing my crown because I got it when I was gonna get married and I never got a chance to wear it, so I'm gonna wear my crown today. Hope you don't mind. Okay, we're gonna read a little bit about Janariez and Emalis today. So let's start by reading. The first step in read, draw, write is to read. So we'll read and we'll do that 2 times. Janariez and Emalis practiced the songs for Annie 126 times. They want to practice 200 times before the show starts. How many more times do they need to practice? Now that we've heard it one time, we want to stop and think and ask ourselves, what is this story problem about? Who is it about? What's happening? And we'll try and just say the story again in our own words. So without looking at it, I'm going to try and summarize, and that means just retell the story without looking, without using the same words. So this story is about Janariez and Emalis practicing for the Annie play, and they've been practicing the songs a lot, but they want to practice more. So we're trying to find out how many more times they need to practice before the show starts. Now let's read it one more time. Janariez and Emalis practiced the songs for Annie 126 times. They want to practice 200 times before the show starts. How many more times do they need to practice? So we're going to find out. That's our goal today. So now we've read twice, and here under red, we need to follow the directions for cubes. C stands for circle key numbers. If you see the key numbers, say them out loud. 126 and 200. U stands for, underline the question. Where's the question here? What word does it start with? How? How many more times do they need to practice? B stands for box action words. What are Janariez and Emalis doing? They practiced. We see practice a few times. They're practicing the songs. They're singing the songs. E stands for evaluate and eliminate. What can we get rid of here? So we could cross off our friends' names. We could cross off the name of the play. Maybe they're doing a different play. Maybe they're practicing for Toy Story. Maybe they're practicing for a Frozen play. It doesn't have to be Annie. Okay? And now we're going to move on to showing our work and checking it. The first thing we use to show our work is a drawing or a diagram. So I'd like you to pause the video right now while you can see the word problem. Go to your paper and your pencil or your pen or marker, and you're going to draw a diagram. Remember, we use tape diagrams or number bonds to help us decide which is our bigger number, which is our smaller number, what are our totals, what are our parts, and what are we going to be looking for, and will we be adding or subtracting to find that. So pause the video right here and get started drawing me a diagram. We'll see if ours are the same when you come back. Okay, so if you're back, I hope that means you paused the video and that you took some time to draw your own diagram. I'm drawing my diagram right now. I'm thinking about Janariez and Emalis. And I don't need to think about them and how many songs they sang because they both sang the same amount. So I don't need to make a tape diagram for Janariez and a tape diagram for Emalis. They both are just going to share one. So they sang 126 songs. So I can see that that's a part. That's not as many, that's not all the times that they want to practice. But they've practiced 126 times. They want to sing a total of how many times? 200 times. How many more do they need to practice until they're done? So I chose a number bond, which I'm going to show you up here now. So give me a second to erase. If you chose a number bond too, that's pretty cool. If you used a tape diagram, that's awesome, and I would love to see it. So they want to sing 200 times. 200 would be the total number of times they would practice. Right now, they've only practiced how many? 126 times. So how many more times do they need to practice? We don't know. That's our question. Okay? So now that we've done our reading and drawing, now it's time to write a sentence, write a strategy, and then write our answer with a complete sentence. Are we looking here for a total or a part? What is the total? Our total is 200. They want to practice a total of 200 times. Right now, this is how many they did sing. They did sing this many times. This is how many more they need to sing. So is this a total or a part? Here we have a part we are looking for. When we look for a part, but we already have the total, what are we going to do to find that part? Are we adding these two numbers, the total and the part, or are we going to subtract from the total? We will be doing subtraction. So our number sentence, what will our number sentence be? What number will it start with? Which one of these numbers will the number sentence start with? The total. Take away how many they already sang. And our answer will be how many they still need to sing. So now I'd like you to pause the video again, and I want you to use any written strategy to solve this problem. So you could use a number line, the arrow way, you could use vertical method, a place value chart, you could use the compensation method with tape diagrams, you could try and find friendly numbers. So look at the problem first, see what you notice about the numbers, and choose a strategy that you think is going to really help you get the answer quickly and efficiently. So pause right here and come back when you've got this answer. Okay, friends, so what we're going to start doing now is I'm not going to give you the answer here on YouTube. What I'd like you to do is submit for me your own answer and tell me how you got it, what strategy you used, and how it helped you get there. You could also tell me why you chose that strategy. So I'm going to leave you here to finish. So you're going to choose a strategy and solve. Then you're going to write your answer in a complete sentence. So don't forget, if we're talking about Janariez and Emalis, your answer should say something about them. You could call them J and E. J and E have to sing how many more times? Write your answer in a complete sentence. And 3 is going to be, tell me why you chose your strategy. You're going to do all of this in our class, our Google Classroom now. So if you're not signed up for Google Classroom yet, now it's time to ask your parents to help you get into Google Classroom. You'll find my video posted again there. So you need to go into Google Classroom, and that's where you're going to find this assignment, and you can post your answer, and I'll be giving you participation points when I see that you've got your answer posted, and I'll give you some feedback if I think you got an answer that's close but not quite right, or if you chose a strategy that worked but was a little bit long or difficult to use, I'll give you some feedback, okay? So go to Google Classroom. You can pause right here so you know all the next things, all the next steps before you turn in your work. Okay, great. I can't wait to see what you guys do. See you soon.